Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there's probable cause for your arrest, for your case. We're not here for a trial, so you don't need to express a defense, make any excuses, explanations. Those matters are not for today. You should save those for your attorney in a private meeting. Understand you have the right to remain silent. Utilize that right at all times. But if you give up the right to remain silent, whatever you say today can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney, when you're called up, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court this afternoon. Now, we have Mr. Z here. Which case are we on?
Actually, I have two, Judge.
Okay.
Let's do the easier one first. On the afternoon docket is Riyad Al-Barghati.
Okay.
Well, that's
Riyad Al-Barghati. And also,
North Broward.
let me advise everyone, we have a
Page
technical-
4.
We have a technical problem up at the Paul Ryan facility. I've gotten an update on it. They're waiting for some part up there to get this thing done. And right now what we're trying to do is get the people at the Paul Ryan facility transferred over to the Connie facility, which I think is the same building, right?
no, they're
Across
next
the
to each
street?
other, right?
Okay, well, and then we're going to take care of the people from Paul Ryan at Conti. Hopefully that'll work out. If not, we'll go to Plan B. All right, so where's, okay, there he is. Mr. Al-Barghati, you are being represented by Mr. Mark Z today. You don't need to tell us about what happened or did not happen regarding your case. Just let your attorney speak on your behalf. Do you understand?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, Riyad, your sister and your brother-in-law hired me. I do a lot of work with your brother-in-law's firm, okay?
Okay.
So don't worry, you don't have to say anything. Just let me talk and just sit there, okay?
He's been charged with domestic battery.
He has, Your Honor, yes. I've had an opportunity to read the probable cause affidavit. I'm not going to contest PC today. I'm just going to give the court a little bit of information. Mr. Al-Barghati is legally blind, Your Honor. So he's on disability. He, as far as I'm aware, has almost no vision, if none at all. The alleged victims, his wife, Your Honor, deny the allegations, but for purposes of today, again, we'll agree there's probable cause within here. All I could say is that both Mr. Al-Barghati's family and the alleged victim's family have been reaching out for the last 24 hours or whatever since his arrest to find her, because she has their 7-year-old son and nobody can contact her, neither his family nor the victim's family.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a concern in that regard, but he has no criminal history. He's a citizen, has strong ties to the community.
Sir, were you able to have contact with the alleged victim? No. So, did you suggest a bond today?
Your Honor, based on the allegations here, I just would ask for $1,500, no victim
I think
contact.
that's reasonable, $1,500.
Judge, that's fine.
Okay, and then I'm going to order that this defendant have no contact with Naima Sharf directly. He can have indirect contact through his attorney regarding the child, regarding the family matters, but do not call your wife directly. Do you understand that, Mr. Al-Barghati?
I don't have a phone.
You are not allowed to call on the
Excuse
telephone.
me.
or
No,
text.
can I talk 1 minute, please?
No.
Yeah.
Let me finish. You're not allowed to have any contact with Naima Sharf directly or
Okay.
directly. Do you understand? You can't call her, you can't text her, you can't email her. Do you understand?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to talk to her
Okay,
because
now, let me finish. You can have indirect contact. You can go through your attorney to have contact
Okay.
with her. Do you understand?
yes, okay.
You must stay 500 feet from her at all times. That includes where she lives and works. Anywhere in between, you are not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or any other weapon while you're on release. Do you understand that, Mr. Al-Barghati?
We were
Good.
looking for that.
Okay.
Put it out this
Okay,
month.
Al,
sir.
Jal, you're gonna get bonded out now. You're gonna get released later tonight. It'll probably be close to midnight, but your sister is gonna be there to pick you up. Okay?
Okay, but my things in not with me.
No, with your son, Al. Just let us get you out, and we'll deal with all that. We're on top of it. Okay?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, may I see Anthony Davies, please?
Can I see the paperwork on the bottom?
That's supposed to be the easy one.
Anthony Davies, please. Step forward. Anthony Davies, so you've been represented by Mr. Mark Z. He's here on behalf of Abigail Cohen, and you don't need to say anything unless we ask you a question. All right, Mr. Davies, do you understand? Can somebody turn on that mic for us, please?
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. They were having a conversation.
We have an attorney, Mark Z,
It don't
here.
matter, sir. Now, we didn't answer all
Okay.
the questions that you
Mark
asked.
Z is
so
here
just go
because
ahead and
Abigail
justify what
Cohen
you
asked him to come down and help you.
That's fine.
All right.
But that's why you're
Thank you
here.
very much. Thank
You
you.
don't need to say anything unless we ask you a question. Do you understand?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Got it. Now, Mr. Z, Mr. Davies, violating an injunction. Do you have any comment about probable cause?
Judge, I don't have a comment per se. I just want to note that it's been 9 to 10 months since this injunction was put in place. There have been no previous violations that I'm aware of. And it appears that there was not even a conversation. It looks like he walked within a certain distance of her in an attempt to maybe speak to her. So I would just ask the court to set a very minimal bond in this situation. I've read through the petition for the restraining order, so I did see that. I know the court's been made aware of that. And again, all I can say is it's been a good 9, 10 months without any issue at all. And this does not seem to be anywhere near the level of contact or anything that it was mentioned in the previous restraining order, if any conversation was had at all. It's hard to tell from this affidavit.
Your pants up. Stand up. Stand up, put your pants up.
Your Honor, he has no record. However, I'm going to leave the bond amount solely in the court's discretion. What I would be asking for, Your Honor, I'm going to be asking for a GPS monitor. Your Honor, I believe Judge Bailey, when granting the injunction, was actually very reasonable to Mr. Davies, allowing him to be able to stay in his home by changing the distance amount to 50 feet. Considering, and I'm not going to go into detail because the texts speak for themselves, Your Honor, but Your Honor's reviewed them, and there's some concerning threats in those texts, Your Honor. At this point in time, it appears, yes, nothing's happened since then, but I don't know why Mr. Davies was approaching Ms. Thompson's vehicle. It specifically mentioned there was no reason he had to go anywhere near her vehicle. There was ample opportunity to go somewhere else to get to his home or anywhere else. Your Honor, at this point, I'm asking the court not to take, that no chances should really be taken at this point as far as putting him on a GPS monitor, and if that means he has to find somewhere else to live for the time being, then so be it, because I think it's reasonable considering what's contained in the text messages that were sent.
Okay, let me ask you, sir. Do you have contact with the alleged victim?
No, it's not. And Your Honor, I tried calling. I don't even, frankly, at this point, I don't even know I don't believe it's her number. I believe in an abundance of caution, I think she gave, it might be her significant others, because I called in, heard a man's voice on the voicemail.
Judge, my concern would be obviously he has a home that he lives in. If a GPS monitor is going to prevent that from happening, it's going to make things extremely difficult, especially this time of year, for him to relocate, find a new place to live. I understand the state's concern, and all I can say is that according to this affidavit, the violation seems to be that he came into a certain distance of her. There doesn't seem to be any indication of a threat or anything of any nature that someone could deem a threat, just that he walked past her.
And Your Honor, the only thing I would say is it would appear Judge Bailey gave him that chance to be able to stay in his home and follow the rules.
Judge, I do not know what he does for work. Sure, you can ask him, Judge.
For work, Mr. Davies?
I work for Humana as a systems analyst. I'm an application developer for Humana.
Do you have family here in town?
Yes, sir. I have a brother here in town and my 2 sons. My wife, unfortunately, committed suicide 2 years ago.
Okay, we don't need to say that, but let me ask you this. How old are your sons?
They are 3 and they are 8.
Do they live with you?
They are with their grandmother right now.
Okay.
They are with their grandmother right now.
I'm gonna set his bond today at $1,500. I'm gonna order pretrial release GPS monitor. I'll waive the cost of the monitor. I'm gonna order that he stays, Mr. Davies stays 500 feet away from Miss Megan Ryan Kearney Thompson, where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons. You're not allowed to have any contact with her, directly or indirectly, and that includes 500 feet from all of her property, her vehicle, anything else she owns, including her apartment unit or condo unit. All right? You know, I read the text.
I understand, Your Honor. I saw them. Can I have a moment with him, Judge? Just to say one thing to him real quickly. Mr. Davies, I'm going to be in touch with Abby. Who do you want us to contact for purposes of your bond? Your mother?
My brother Andrew.
Okay, I'll make sure we do that.
Excuse me. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
Yes, Melissa Adelsberger. Melissa Adelsberger.
North Broward.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am. You've been charged with domestic battery, and the court finds probable cause.
Some information.
All right. Do we have any criminal record on Miss Adelsberger?
2013 trespass and resisting without violence. And 2012, out of Green Acres, there was a domestic violence case.
And can we go side?
Out of Green Acres?
Yes,
What
sir.
year was that?
2013. Oh, I just want to see it.
Hold on one moment. Miss Adelsberger, are you employed?
No, I'm a full-time student.
Where do you go to school?
Florida Career College.
And what are you studying?
Billing and coding. I'm in my 3rd year there.
How long have you lived here in South Florida?
I've lived here for 23 years.
Do you have any money in the bank?
Probably 25 cents to my name.
Okay, do you have any children, ma'am?
I have a daughter of my own and I have a stepson.
How old is your daughter?
She's 6. She saw the whole thing happen, actually.
No, I know, but does she live with you?
Yes.
Who's taking care of her right now?
As of right now, she's with my aunt.
Okay. All right. No, she's got a prior domestic battery. I'm gonna, based on her criminal record and facts of the case.
Sir, can I say one thing?
No, ma'am, you don't need to really. I'm gonna set your bond today at $2,500 based on the level of violence, the facts of the case. State, will you please contact Department of Children and Families? I'm gonna appoint a guardian ad litem for the child.
My mother is her guardian.
Okay. Well, I have to do that, and later on, ma'am, it can be straightened out. But right today I have to do what I have to do. I have to follow the law, and it does.
So
It
because
does
I was
appear.
defending myself, I have to. I lose my daughter.
No, I'm not saying, ma'am. Ma'am, I think you're misunderstanding what I've done. When I explain it to you, I think you'll calm down. Whenever there is a child that is a witness to an alleged crime, like in this case, I need to appoint them a guardian. It doesn't mean your child's being taken away. It just means that when your child, if your child has to appear in court, that they will give the child an adult guardian to stand with them to make sure that, if they have to testify or something like that, that they're being supervised or
Okay.
monitored. They're not. We're not. Nobody's taking away your child. Okay.
I understand that my mother is her legal guardian with paperwork and everything.
I understand that, but I still have a duty to contact DCF. If I don't do it, I'm not following the law. I have a duty. There's an allegation here. You grabbed your daughter in a inappropriate way and pulled her out of the house. Now, maybe DCF isn't going to do anything about it, but I have a duty to let them know because I read it in the report. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to, but it's my job. I have to do that, right?
So me being forced into a corner
No,
and hitting somebody to get them out of my face is wrong?
Ma'am, I'm going to move on to the next hearing, but I'm just trying to let you know what I've done today. You're going to have your day in court, and if you wish to have a trial, you can have a trial, and, it can all be hashed out. All right, ma'am? Thank you. All right, John T. Sherrod.
Major.
Mental health screen on that for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, you're charged with aggravated assault with intent to commit a felony, domestic violence related, child abuse without great harm, count 3, leaving an accident unattended, and 4, driving on a suspended license without knowledge. Now, I'm going to find probable cause. Steve, do we have a criminal record on Ms. Sherrod?
Your Honor, in 2006, she was arrested for domestic violence assault against a different alleged victim. That was dropped. Never mind. I'm checking to see if there's anything else.
I'm on tomorrow.
And Your Honor, in 2014, somebody obtained a non-expiring order of protection injunction against Ms. Sherrod.
Got it. Was there any contact with the alleged victim, sir?
There was contact, Your Honor. The victim has no concerns with safety.
Okay, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Judge, Ms. Sherrod has been living in South Florida for her entire life. She has strong family ties. She works at a place called Global Response. She does not at this time have money to bond herself out. She is a registered voter. She does have a place to stay that's separate and apart from the alleged victim, and she's hoping that her family will bond her out. She's wondering if the court would consider pretrial for her.
Under these circumstances, the court will not. The court notes she has a prior domestic assault arrest. If somebody got an injunction, a permanent injunction against her. Based on the facts of the case, the court's going to set her bond on count 1 at $1,500, count 2 at $1,000, count 3 and 4 release ROR. Total bond's $2,500 today. Ma'am, I'm gonna order for the time being. I'm gonna let you have telephone contact only with Monty Jordan. I'm gonna let you have telephone contact with him. Other than that, stay 500 feet from him. At all times, it's where he lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons while you're on release. And let me be clear about this. I know this is a child visitation. There's some dispute. I understand what the backstory is. I'm not telling you that you can't see your children. So let's be clear about that. I don't want anybody to say that I'm telling you can't see your children. What I'm telling you is arrange that over the telephone with Mr. Jordan, and you may have to do a pickup drop-off at your family or his family, something like that, where you don't have to be in contact with him, all right? Thank you, ma'am. You're not allowed to possess guns or weapons while you're out, all right? Thank you.
What was that bond, Judge? I'm sorry.
1,500 on one, 1,000 on two. All right?
Thank you. 2,500.
No, it's five. It's five. So you go.
Judge, Mr. Manning's attorney is David Frankel.
This morning. Who's that, Manning?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Do you want him?
Sure, tell him to come on up, I'll talk to him real quick.
Are you on probation? No. Never, never? Trying to get an image from you? How long you lived in South Florida? All my life.
Hey, sir, do you happen to know your attorney's telephone number?
Not
Dave
off the
Frankel?
top of my head.
Okay, stand
No,
by.
sir.
Do we know Dave Frankel's telephone number?
You get it.
Sir, you can have a seat. I put in a message for your attorney. We're gonna see if we hear back from him, all right? Thank you. Excuse me, may I see Darren Gandy?
I need you to check for priors. My computer's frozen.
Darren Gandy?
Gandy.
Sir, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon,
I got it.
domestic battery, carrying concealed firearm, possession of cocaine and cannabis.
Got it.
Court finds probable cause. State, do we have a criminal record on Mr. Gandy?
Your Honor, let's see. An arrest for, this is out of the state of California. An arrest for battery in 05, so that was dropped.
That's out of where, California?
This is all out of California. 2004, violating a court order preventing domestic violence. That was dropped. Again in 04, violating court order to prevent domestic violence, dropped. Domestic violence battery, 04, I have no disposition. Carrying a loaded firearm in public place, 99, he was convicted. Carrying a loaded firearm in a public place, 93, convicted of that. He's arrested for domestic violence battery in Dade County in 08. That was dropped.
What year?
2008. He had DUI 2012 in Dade County. And he currently has a warrant out of Dade from 2013, failing to appear in court on a traffic matter.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
regarding count 3, no, it's probably not a huge argument, but the probable cause affidavit does not indicate where the handgun was located when the police officer saw it. There's no indication that it was actually concealed from view. And so I would argue the elements for carrying a concealed firearm are not contained within the four corners of the affidavit, and therefore no PC.
Okay. All right. State, that's
One moment, Your Honor.
3. Just give me a quick moment. I need to resolve the Conti issue here. Go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, I believe that's descriptive enough. Carrying around the waistband is enough for concealing a firearm. It doesn't appear it was holstered.
Okay. It says here, Mr. Gandy pulled from his waist a black and silver well, you know what? I'll give the tie goes to the defense on this because
Well, I didn't realize baseball rules applied.
well, it says that it says it pulled it from his waist. I don't know if that means it was in a holster on his waist. Was it tucked in his waistband? So I'll let the defense have this what appears to be a gray area facts here. So I'm gonna release them all on.
Thank you, Judge.
Number 3. Okay, number 3, no PC. Okay, state. Okay, so we've heard it, Mr. Miller. Anything you want to say?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Gandy's been living here in South Florida for about 10 years. He does have family in the area. He works at Triple B's Bar and Grill. He's been there for over a year. He does not currently have money in the bank to bond himself out. He is a registered voter. He does have a place to live that's separate from the alleged victim. While the case is pending, he'll be asking his girlfriend to bond him out.
I understand. Sir, you were charged with count 1 aggravated assault, allegedly pulling a gun out on slapping a woman, Miss Porto, on the side of her face, pulling out a gun. This is not going to end like this. I'm willing to die today. The court's very concerned. You're pulling out a gun, making these type of statements, so the court's going to set your bond on count 1, the aggravated assault at $50,000, count 2, the battery at $2,500, the cocaine at $1,000. I'll release your ROR on the cannabis. Your total bond's going to be $53,500, and the court has set your bond based on you have a long history of being arrested for domestic violence, violating an injunction, California DV battery arrest, Miami a DV battery arrest, DUI, failure to appear in court in Miami, carrying a loaded firearm in public in California. So your bond's $52,500. The court will order that you have no contact directly or indirectly with Jenny Porto. You're not allowed to call her, text her, email her. You must stay 500 feet from her at all times. That is where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition. If you make bond, the court will have a pretrial release monitor, GPS, affixed to your ankle. We'll waive the cost of that. That'll ensure that you have no contact. You must stay away from Ms. Porto. Oh, and by the way, while you're out on release, regardless of having a permit or no permit, you're not allowed to possess any firearm, any gun, any weapon while you're on release. Thank you. Believe so. Thank you. Okay, may I see Tredia Sullivan, please?
North Broward.
Excuse me? Yes. Okay, Ms. Sullivan, you're here on a warrant for count 1. That's $500. Count 2's $5,000 on a pretrial warrant. Thank you. Let's see, Georgina Varela, Brianna Wright, Stephanie Cruz.
This is Ms. Varela. She's advising me that she was in touch with her attorney about having missed a court date, and that motion was filed and a court date was set. She thinks that the warrant was set aside, but we don't know. I'm wondering if the court could check that out, please.
Okay. State, can you?
Sure. The motion was filed. It was never set, according to Odyssey.
And our bail bondsman got the return the bond. Ma'am, what's your attorney's name?
Sam Stark, Judge.
Sam Starks?
Sam Stark, Jimmy Stark's son.
Oh, okay, do you know his name?
I think it's a PD.
Is he a public
He's a PD.
defender? Okay. So, ma'am, your bond's going to be $1,000 on count 1 through 4. Thank you.
All right.
Brianna Wright. Excuse me. Brianna Wright.
Ms. Wright is present at the main jail, Judge. She would like to resolve this case if she can.
Let me look. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go. If you want to plead no contest, we'll wrap it up right now. Case is over with. We're not going to have a trial, all right?
Okay.
Now, how do you plead to this charge?
Huh?
How do you plead?
Guilty?
Yeah, no contest either
Huh?
one. Or no contest.
No content?
Now, ma'am, I'll accept that or withhold adjudication, but really you should go get a driver's license, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, go out there and get that license because I don't want to see you keep getting in trouble for this.
So I could go pay my ticket, right?
Yeah, go pay the ticket, but go get a driver's license. I mean, instead of having an ID card, get a driver's license. You won't get in trouble, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. What about Stephanie Cruz? Ms. Cruz?
How you doing, Judge?
Hello, ma'am. DUI. This is your first offense, Ms. Cruz. The court finds probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on Ms. Cruz?
Looks like she
Clean driving record.
she had a looks like from June of this year. Member of the Army, larceny of Army and Air Force Exchange Services property.
Say that again.
AAFES property. I looked it up. It's Army. It just says larceny. It's Army and Air Force Exchange Services.
Right. Are you in the military, man?
No,
Yeah.
I'm in active reserve, sir.
For which branch?
Army, sir.
Received administrative action of a Chapter 5 under honorable conditions.
Now, ma'am, you live out in Colorado Springs?
I used to. I was stationed at Fort Carson, sir. I just recently moved back.
Okay, excuse me. Do you have an address locally here now?
Yes, sir.
She lives in Lake Worth, Judge.
No, I work in Lake Worth. I live in Coral Springs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you know the address off the top of your head?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell the gentleman
3085.
that? Don't tell what he said. Tell the gentleman. Ma'am, Miss Cruz, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance. You have to get a pretrial release tomorrow between 8 and noon, downtown Fort Lauderdale. It's actually right across the street from where you are. The gentleman's gonna give you a map. You need to be there between 8 a.m. and noon time tomorrow. You're gonna have a drug and alcohol evaluation based on the facts the court has read. Also, you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're on release. And the last thing is, if you want to get a temporary driving permit, you can only do that in Broward County. The address to go to is going to be on the traffic ticket for DUI. They're going to give you when you leave jail. They're going to give you a traffic ticket. On that traffic ticket is an address for the Department of Motor Vehicles where you go to get that temporary permit. Now, you only have 10 days from the date of your arrest to get that temporary permit. Only 10 days. So there's two things you need to do. Tomorrow morning, pre-trial. Probably tomorrow afternoon or Monday, you should probably be at the Department of Motor Vehicles, all right? Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
So I have to be at
Thomas?
Okay, Kayla Thomas, Pettigay Jarrett, and Tanya Togweiler. Patrice.
Judge, has Miss Thomas, she thinks her bond's already been posted. Do you know anything about that?
I can be out there, please.
Let me see. I'll take everything.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Thomas, your bond's been posted. Good luck, ma'am. Have a nice holiday, all right?
Thank you, Judge. Judge, Miss Jarrett also thinks that her bond has been posted.
Oh. I didn't ever touch anything.
Okay, we're gonna find out right now. Your bond's been posted, Miss Jarrett. Have a nice holiday. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Let's see Tanya Togweiler.
Present at the main jail.
Ms. Togweiler abusing a child without great harm. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Ms. Togweiler?
No, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Togweiler. Mr. Miller, do you have anything to say on behalf of Ms. Togweiler?
Judge, she's been living here since 2007. She does have strong family ties. She works at a company called Douglas Elliman. She's the office administrator there. She does have some money in the bank, does not own any real estate. She intends to self-bond.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm very concerned about the facts of the case regarding your child. It's very serious. I need to follow Florida law. I'm going to appoint a guardian ad litem for the child. I've instructed the state to contact the Department of Children and Families. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Tomorrow morning, you go to pretrial release. It's right across the street from where you are right now. You need to be there tomorrow between 8 and noon. Ma'am, you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're out on release. Do you understand? I'm going to order a drug and alcohol evaluation for you.
State Attorney's Office.
And
good. How are you?
that's it. So, thank you. Say that again? Yeah, I'm going to allow contact. It's just...
All right, thank you, Nora.
Shateria Cassis, Tina Getch. Cassis bonded. Ms. Cassis, your bond's been posted, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. Should have. Probably should. Tina Getch.
Paul Ryan. She's at Paul Ryan, Judge.
Okay, that's one of the ones I'm going to put to the side for a minute.
And Your Honor, and by the way, I'm sorry, I couldn't object. I was on the record. I'm objecting to contact being allowed in the child abuse case because we don't even know if Child Protective Services was contacted. We don't know if there is a shelter hearing for a shelter hearing judge to make a determination. So in the best interest of the child at this point, I'd ask that there be no contact.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that for a moment. Yeah, I'm mulling this over. Hold on, just give me a moment.
Well then,
Okay, let me bring back, what's her name?
Tanya Togweiler.
Togweiler. I'm going to put an extra condition on Miss Togweiler. Could you bring Miss Togweiler back? Main jail. Now, Tina Getch is Paul Ryan. I'm going to put her to the side. Miss Togweiler, you know what? Upon reconsideration, I'm going to order that you're not allowed to transport your daughter in a vehicle until another judge gives you permission. So, if you want to transport your daughter where you're driving the car, you could be in the car and somebody else driving, but if you're driving, you can't transport your daughter until another judge tells you that you can. So when you go to another judge, when you get assigned there, if you want the judge to reconsider that, that's fine. But for the time being, under these very, very, very concerning circumstances, I think it's appropriate. You don't transport your daughter. You don't drive the car with your daughter in the car. Is that clear? Okay, thank you. Thomas Cotton, please.
North Broward, Judge. North Broward.
Mr. Cotton, good afternoon, sir. You've been charged with...
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm fine. Driving on a suspended license, sir. That bond is $500. Thank you, Mr. Cotton.
Okay, could I just say one thing, sir?
Sure. Go ahead, sir.
I was issued, I have a hardship license.
Okay.
And I was on the way to the hospital to take myself to the hospital when I was apprehended, but for some reason it did not come up on the run.
He's talking about when he was arrested initially. When he was arrested initially, it was on 2 felony VOP warrants.
Sir, I understand you could bring this up with your trial judge, but today your bond's $500. Thank you. How about Steve Francois?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Francois, you have count 4, a misdemeanor. That is a warrant for $500, sir. He was in custody. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on count 4. Thank you. How about Antonio DeRico? Tavon Higgins?
DeRico is at Conti.
And who's that? Well, and and I'm just going to bring it up. The issue really is...
No, I'm not. Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, in these situations, we really should have done it with Francois. It really might actually be in Mr. Dorico's best interest for the court to at least find out what he's being held on. He's being held right now on no bonds for four separate felony VOPs. Your Honor, what happens is, it's not even just if you are armed, it's not just even the game time issue. What happens is you're essentially getting rid of the capias, which means he's no longer being held on this, which means the clerk's office, by definition, doesn't transfer the case down here.
It's probably better I put a $25 bond.
What'll happen is he'll get a new court date in North Satellite. When he doesn't show up for that, he gets another capias.
Mr. $25.
Can I settle it today?
No.
Can I plea out today?
Put a $25 bond. $25. Okay.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
The reason I didn't show up for court on the 3rd is because I was in custody. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to get sentenced. I want to know if I can just handle this with no contest today so I can get it off my record. I'm supposed to be getting sentenced tomorrow on my probation. So I want to get rid of this trespassing so I don't have it hanging over my
Judge,
head.
he was in court yesterday before Judge Porth. I don't know what happened yesterday in court,
I'm
but
going
he
to
was
get
there.
sentenced tomorrow. I go back tomorrow to get sentenced. I go back tomorrow to take a plea. So can I get rid of this trespassing today?
Antonio, let me talk on your behalf.
Right. I'm going to set it Friday PM.
You'll come back tomorrow.
Friday PM, Mr. Dorico. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what about Tavon Higgins?
Main jail. Yep.
For violating probation, $2,500. Thank you.
Good luck, Eric.
That's it.
Malcolm Turner. Malcolm, have a seat, and I'm going to call you back in a minute, all right? Thank you. How about Charlie Baptiste, Gennaro Castro Cruz, and James Saltman?
Judges, Mr. Baptiste.
Mr. Baptiste, count 2, probation violation, no bond. Thank you. How about Gennaro Castro Cruz?
Judge, his attorney is Richard Byron out of Miami. I do not know the phone number.
Richard, how do you spell the last name?
Byron. B-Y-R-O-N.
You finished.
Bravo, Yankee, Romeo, Oscar, November.
Byron, B-Y-R-O-N.
Okay.
Could it be Richard Barron, B-A-R-O-N?
Yes.
Think so.
Yeah,
Yes, Judge.
named Gennaro Castro Cruz, who's been arrested on a grand theft charge.
Oh, next Monday? Sure.
Okay, well, I'm giving you a courtesy call.
Okay.
What's up?
Sure. Allegedly. No, that's fine. Sure. And you can even do it, we'll even let you do it over tennis. How's that? All right, so I know, state what's the case number on the open?
1511988 CF10A.
Okay, so here's the situation. Your client was picked up for a grand theft, stealing televisions at a Walmart in Hallandale Beach. Allegedly, 3 televisions to the tune of about $2,000 worth. And he put them in. I think he put them on some kind of dolly or something. Rolled them out of there. Caught on closed circuit TV, I believe. He allegedly admitted to it post Miranda. So he's out on 2 counts of grand theft now. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The court's going to set his bond today on the new grand theft at $1,000. I'm inclined to revoke the bond he's out on. If you want to give me a pitch why I shouldn't do it. Yeah, he picked up this new charge December 9th. So today's what, the 10th?
Just
Picked it up yesterday. Yes.
Hello? Hello? Yes.
Right.
Okay. No, she's really the only one I can speak to because I need some information about the case. But okay. I understand, but we'll definitely we're probably going to go over the case the next half hour. Thank you. You mean the defendant? Leeward. Yes.
Let me see this guy.
Eric Linder. Thanks.
Let me state.
Yes,
Does he
Judge.
have a criminal record? It says he's a convicted felon.
One moment.
Hold on one moment, Mr. Barron. I'm going to find out something here.
Yeah, in 1999, he was released from prison.
Let the lawyer talk.
For aggravated battery with a weapon.
Hold on. Just let him.
Yes,
keep,
sir.
just
Give
let
me
him talk.
a quick moment. Go ahead, Desi.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
Your Honor. In 1995, he was went to prison for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated battery on a pregnant female. Served 6 years. Was released in 1999.
Sir, he went to prison for 6 years in 1995 for aggravated battery, 2 counts, 1 on a pregnant female. Yep. You know, based on the totality of the circumstance, Mr. Barron, today the court will revoke his bond on 15-11988 CF10A. I'm going to order he's held without bond until further order of the court. You can obviously go before his trial judge and make a motion to give him a bond on that or to undo what I've done today. But I think today the circumstances warrant this court's action. All right? Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. How about, excuse me? Yes. Okay. James Saltman. Mr. Saltman violating probation, 2 counts, they're both no bond.
Saltman, Judge Saltman's at North Broward.
Oh, sorry. Saltman, 2 counts of violating probation, they're both no bond. You'll see your judge on the 15th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just give me a quick moment. I'm going to take about a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Okay, Missy Thomas Ramos. Mr. Ramos. Just give me a quick moment here. Okay, Mr. Ramos violating probation, and that's a no bond hold. You'll see your judge on the 14th. Thank you. How about Ramon Castro?
Main jail.
Mr. Castro, trafficking cocaine. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Mr.
2014, possession of marijuana. End of record.
Okay. Mr. Miller, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, Mr. Castro is an 11-year resident of South Florida with strong family ties. He works for IC Supply, doing deliveries for them, no money in the bank or real estate. He is, however, a registered voter, has no one to help bond him out.
Does he have any any money to bond out with? No?
No money to bond out, Judge.
Mr. Castro, the court's reviewed the affidavit. It says that you were involved in a drug transaction for cocaine, in which you showed up at the drug deal, the drug transaction with $14,000 in cash to purchase a half a kilo of cocaine. It also says that you admitted to the offense. So the court notes to strengthen the case against you, the amount of money involved. Go ahead, say it.
I would just know for the record, I mean, it appears through information from Mr. Castro that he's claiming he has no money to bond and doesn't know anyone to bond. What I find interesting is, according to this, he's been negotiating for a deal for $28,000 worth of cocaine, did a deal for $14,000 worth of cocaine. So it would seem, based on his negotiations with law enforcement, that there was more money available to purchase more cocaine.
I understand, sir. I'm going to reduce your bond today, in this case, to $75,000. I'm going to let you bond out based on the strength of the case, the amount of money involved in the alleged drug deal. Thank you, sir. May I see Brandon Hudson?
Mr. Hudson.
Okay, Mr. Hudson, driving on a suspended license, count 1. Count 2 is driving on a suspended license. So let me just check something here. Okay. Sir, count 1, 750. Count 2, that's a no bond hold. Thank you. How about Leroy Sangster? Leroy Sangster, please.
Just a brief recall for that one, Judge.
Okay.
Laquan Henderson.
Laquan Henderson.
Main jail.
So you have 3 warrants. One is a warrant, straight warrant. Capias, no bond. 2 and 3 are probation violation warrants. They're no bond also. Thank you. How about Richard Kerwit?
North Broward.
Mr.
Hello, Your
Kerwit. Hey, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, petty theft. It says your third or subsequent offense. Allegedly stole bars of soap and toothpaste from Walmart. And state, we have a total of $19 worth. It says here, defendant had 14 felony arrests, 10 felony convictions in Florida and out of state. He's been convicted of theft at least twice.
A lot more than twice.
Really? Grand theft, 2013, out of Coconut Creek. 2011, a theft, a I'm not sure where that was, a BSO?
I mean, he had another felony theft in 2013, felony theft in 2011, dealing in stolen property, grand theft 08, grand theft 04, burg dwelling with the grand theft in 97, had 18 months state prison. The 04 grand theft had a VOP with 14 and a half months, a theft in 97. That's just out of Broward.
Right.
I didn't check to see other counties.
Are you working now, Mr. Kerwit?
I was installing carpet. I'm working for myself until I relapsed 3 weeks ago.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No.
When was the last time you got a theft? How long is it?
One moment.
Where are you living, Mr. Kerwit?
In Boca Raton with my wife.
I have a Deerfield Beach address, though, on your report.
No, that's old. That's an old.
Sir, that's okay. I'm going to set your bond at $750 based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prior thefts, a burglary, and dealing in stolen property. Thank you.
Judge, would the court do photo orders?
I'll put it in SAP if you want to together.
Photo order.
Oh, yeah, you want me to put in a SAP order too?
Yeah.
Excuse
Can
me.
you go upstairs?
Isaiah
Come down and
Beauvoir.
get those, please.
Mr. Isaiah Beauvoir, do we have him over there?
Judge, Mr. Sangster?
Leroy Sangster, assert criminal mischief, burglary of a conveyance, and burglary with a battery. Now, I find probable cause for count 1 and 2. State, count 3 is in first degree PBL.
Your Honor, I would be seeking to foreclose bond if the court finds that the PC affidavit doesn't satisfy proof evidence presumption grade. At a minimum, I would ask the court to give the state 24 hours. Your Honor, I had contact with one of the people in the vehicle, Mr. Lomax. He works as a delivery man, so he could not make it to court right now. I haven't been able to reach Officer DeVoe. She works nights, so she might. I haven't been able to reach her, but I mean, I can tell you, I won't go into detail at this point, but I did speak to Mr. Lomax, who did provide me information as to what was going on in this situation, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm not going to find proof evident presumption grade. What would you like to do?
I'd ask for 24 hours, in Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to give them 24 hours, and if they want to come back with more information, but today I'm not going to find proof evident presumption grade. I'm going to reset this case for tomorrow afternoon. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Yep. No victim.
No, I'm going to let it all go for tomorrow, all right? Just reset the whole thing for tomorrow. Isaiah Beauvoir. We have Isaiah Beauvoir. Is that you, sir? There you are. Sir,
Mayfield, Judge.
these are additional charges, count 11 through count 19 are juvenile court orders. They're vacated. So they're going to be vacated and they're going to be released ROR. I just have to tell you. Thank you. Do we put ROR?
Thank you, Judge. Judge, so Mr. Beauvoir, okay, so they filed on counts 1 through 10. It looks like there's only 4 counts left active. Since he was interviewed at his arraignment, or I'm sorry, at his first appearance, he's advising that he's managed to obtain an address and would ask the court to order pretrial to re-interview him for the purposes of determining if he's eligible for pretrial release.
I have no problem with that, but Your Honor, I would ask for the matter to go before a assigned judge. I mean, apparently, if this is filed, has he been arraigned? I mean,
I don't know.
This is really.
I don't know. Did he come before the court yesterday?
Let me see.
I think he did. Or maybe.
He went before his division court, but that was the juvenile court. There's another court dealing with the felonies, counts 1 through 10.
Okay. I don't even remember what count 1 through 10 were. Does anybody else?
It was dealing in stolen property, that sort of thing.
One moment, Judge. I'm checking that right now. Let me see.
So I'm going to release him on 11. I'm going to release him on 11 through 19 ROR. Right?
It was already vacated. He saw it.
But I'll just put it here so there's no confusion. All right. Okay. So.
One moment, Judge. I'm checking.
Yeah, no PC, right.
All right, I'll let them know. Check the all right.
Got it.
It's a theft from this year. I mean, just
What are his underlying
Wait.
charges on that other one?
3 counts of dealing in stolen property, 3 counts of false ownership info on a pawn item. They've been filed, Your Honor, so we're not even talking about unfiled charges.
I'll do this. I'll do PTR pending on him.
Well, Your Honor, wait, if I could.
You tell me as a prior petty theft?
Your Honor, he was arraigned a week ago in front of Judge Bailey. This really should be Judge
Yeah, you
Bailey's
know what?
call.
I think you're right. It's already landed in Judge Bailey. I don't want to get anyone. There you go. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now, what about, who else do we have over here? Okay, so I haven't heard back from Dave Frankel. Hold on. Yeah, I think I can get Frankel's number. Okay, who do you have there, Mr. Miller?
Judge, this is my only second look. This is Mr. Flores, Christopher Flores. I believe he's here on a 30-day motion.
One moment. Hold on a second. Doing something. Okay, Your Honor. We have not yet filed charges, so he's entitled to release today. He just, Dale, for his protection.
He's aware. I explained it to him.
He's been advised. Okay, all right.
Okay, Mr.
Talking about not having credit, right?
Yeah, just said he's going to be until late January.
What's his name?
Right.
All right, cool.
Does he want me to release him ROR?
Christopher Flores.
He wants to be released, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll grant that motion. I'll release Mr. Flores ROR.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
And I have 2 of Mr. Shade's customers here as well.
So I'm on all the charges?
Just on the thing you're not sentenced on.
Okay.
We're charged for burglary, grand theft.
All of that. Go down the middle now.
Qualified to plead himself for.
Get the girl first. Ladies first, Judge.
Here we go. Sometimes I'm bad, you know. Confused. Okay, are you Mary Ellen Lassiter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you've been charged with a municipal ordinance violation. That's being on the beach after it closes. So, ma'am, are you currently employed?
No, I'm not. I receive a check every month from Social Security.
Can you afford to hire your own attorney, ma'am?
No, I cannot.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney? He's in the courtroom with us right now.
That would be great.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you now. Ms. Lassiter, if you'd like to plead no contest, we can resolve the case today. What do you think about that? And you can get out of jail today. Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I'd like to plead no contest.
Well, let me ask Mr. Shate. Mr. Shate, do you have a...
That's a good idea, Judge.
Okay. Now, ma'am, do you have somewhere to go when you get out of jail? Do you have a place to live?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. Ma'am, if you plead no contest, it's over with today. We're not going to have a trial. The case is wrapped up right now. Is that what you'd like to
Great.
do?
Yes, I plead no contest.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to withhold adjudication, and I wish you a very nice holiday, all right?
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, what about Christopher Stallone?
Stallone did another place.
Wisconsin, Your Honor.
How are you, Your Honor?
How you doing, Mr. Stallone?
I'm okay.
Count 2 is consuming alcohol in public. Sir,
Yes, it is.
can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, I cannot. I'm the sole worker of my house for my wife and my daughter. I want to take care of this today and plead no contest.
Hold on. Would you like me to give you a free attorney today to help you today?
No, can we settle this today, Your Honor?
Sure.
I'd like to get back to work.
I'm going to text you right now, sir.
I just want to know if you need an attorney. Would you like me to give you an attorney?
Yes, okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you Mr. Shate. Now, Mr. Shate, I don't know, do we know what count 1 is?
I don't have any idea, Judge.
What
Your
happened
Honor,
to count 1?
My mother up in Brooklyn had a major operation. She's 80 years old, and I got stuck up there.
Whoa, hold on. I just want to know what happened to count 1. Do we know? How do you feel about him working it out today, Mr. Shate?
That's fine, Judge. It'd be a good idea.
Okay.
I don't think it was Jack. Which one, the tallest? No.
I would like to plead out no contest, Your Honor.
I just
Hold on
said,
one
Mr.
second,
Stallone,
sir.
just hold on a moment.
Okay.
What is it for? Mr. Shade, I'm going to appoint you on count 1 also.
Okay.
Do we have, can you give me the case number for count 1?
Well, somebody had to take this inmate back here from me. Go ahead.
MO 28. Okay, sir, you have 2 of the same thing. Open container of alcohol. I'm going to appoint Mr. Shade on that 15 case, that other one. Would you like to work them both out today?
Yes, I would.
Okay, how do you plead?
I plead no contest, Your Honor.
Okay, what do you think about that, Mr. Shade?
It's a good idea, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to withhold adjudication on both cases, all right? They're both over with. You're going to be out of jail shortly, Mr. Stallone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a nice holiday, Your Honor.
You too. Thank you. Okay, now, let me see.
Tomorrow. Deputy.
How about Malcolm Turner?
Right here, sir.
Mr. Turner, you're here for municipal ordinance sleeping, I don't know, sleeping on the beach, I believe, between houses?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you currently working?
No, sir. I receive SSI every month, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank, sir?
No, not at the moment, sir.
Okay, would you like me to give you a free attorney? He's in our courtroom with us right now, special public
Yeah.
defender. Okay, I'm gonna appoint
That'll be
Mr.
great.
I'm gonna appoint Mr.
That'll be-
Shade.
You are able to somehow reach
Um,
Detective
Yeah, okay, Mr. Shade, if he wants to resolve it today, I'll just let him plead no contest, case will be over with. How do you feel about that?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Sir, how do you plead?
But
No contest, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck. Have a nice
hopefully she called.
holiday, Mr. Turner, all right?
All right, you too, Judge. Thank you.
All right.
I'm Miss Gary. You have a nice holiday.
All right.
If you,
So,
Perfect. Thanks, Judge.
Let me take about a 1-minute break. Be right Chief
Judge
Patrick Manning. Mr. Manning.
May jail, Judge.
Mr. Manning, I've called your attorney. I left a message at his office. I got a hold of his cell phone. I left a message on his cell phone. I haven't heard back from him. And I'll give you an opportunity. Either I can work on setting a bond now for you without Mr. Frankel, or I can reset this for tomorrow. And, you know, most likely Mr. Frankel will get in here by tomorrow. So what would you like me to do?
If my attorney does appear tomorrow, what's the best or the worst that can happen?
Yes, please.
I'm not sure.
You know, he's a former homicide prosecutor here in Broward County. He's a very fine attorney.
I know.
You know, I'm sure that he'll represent you in a very competent fashion. I'm sure that he'll do a very good job for you. Would you like me to put it off tomorrow? He can come in and talk to
tomorrow, I'm sorry. Well, tomorrow, will you just set me a bond tomorrow as well?
us. Most likely, yeah. Most likely.
Would it be lower than today or no? Or
You know, I don't know because I don't know, but I'm just telling you.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, most people want to have an attorney right next to them before
I do. I thought he would be
a
here.
judge does anything. No, it's not his fault because I'm sure he doesn't know.
He had other cases.
Yeah, okay, so, you know, it's an important matter. Would you like to have Mr. Frankel next to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to reset this for tomorrow, 1 o'clock, all right? Thank you. 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Judge, I don't. Would morning be better? I don't know.
I don't know if we can get a hold of Mr. Frankel. I don't know what the story is. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll leave him a message, and if he wants to come in at 9, we'll pull the client. We'll do it that way. All right, so.
So I have one left, Judge. Anwar Judah.
This is the case of
We had reset him for the. Yeah, he was going to try to get an attorney. He didn't. So he asked me to step out.
So it's Anwar Judah, right?
Yes. Yeah. I believe he's actually eligible for a bond, Judge.
He is.
I know.
Mr. Anwar Judah, I've been given some documents here. Well, let me just say this. Before we go any further, you've been charged with aggravated stalking, and the court finds there is probable cause. Now, after I found probable cause, now I'm going to look at the documents that were given to me regarding the underlying petition for the injunction. I'll be right back. Okay, sir, I've reviewed the petition, the original petition against you, which was filed back in, hold on one moment, February 9th, 2015, and it looks like you received that. Was there a final order on this date?
Yes, Your Honor, and I believe he was present also. Your Honor, did you also have an opportunity to review? I provided the court and defense counsel with the supplement report, and there were phone records pulled. Your Honor, I just wanted to show the court, just the length of the investigation, just a little bit more detail into what's being alleged here.
Okay, Mr. Judah, it does look like you, after February, when you received this injunction for stalking, there are allegations here. You've made multiple phone calls in this past summer, and then actually, this is dated April, but they're telephone calls that come after this event. So, allegedly threats made, and go ahead, Steve.
Your Honor, other than that, just want to. He had a theft in 2014 in Dade. An arrest for aggravated battery domestic violence in 2011 that was dropped.
Okay.
Eric Linder.
All right, Mr. Judah, are you currently employed?
Hey, how's it going? Is this your cell?
Could somebody turn on that for
Can I give
me?
you a call right back as soon as I'm done with court, which should be pretty soon. I'd say
Judge, Mr. Judah has been living here in South Florida for about 10 years. He does have family in the area. He owns a grocery store. He has 4 employees at that store. He does have money in the bank with which to bond himself, and he does have a place to stay that's separate from the alleged victim while the case is pending. He'll be asking his wife to bond him out, Judge. I'm asking the court
Judge,
to
I think
consider...
the last call was made in May, right? You're talking about a 6-month period.
Oh, let Mr. Miller finish his statement. Go ahead, you're asking what?
Kind of where I was going, Judge. The fact that these calls ended in May and whatever was aggravating factors existed, it seems to have cured itself without the court's intervention. There's no allegations that he's been continuously calling in that period. For whatever reason, it ended, and he's moved on with his life. And I would ask the court to take that at least into consideration when setting the bond in this case.
And I guess my response to that, if the court was able to just rely on Mr. Judah's self-control, then we probably wouldn't be here to begin with, because none of this would have happened in the first place after the court ordered him not to have any contact. But now, according to this, he violated that order, and Your Honor's found PC, and now the court is forced to deal with it.
You got a 6-month period. No contact, no phone calls.
Judge, now we're dealing with an issue rather than prohibiting or prohibiting a behavior. We're in the position where the court system is now going to have to punish him for behavior that is completed over 6 months ago. And there's a difference. It's not like we caught him in the act of doing something and now the court has to step in to make it stop. It's already stopped. And that's what I'm trying to... Okay, thank you.
The court's gonna consider the argument on the defense, which is, it's frankly a pretty good argument. I'm gonna set the defendant's bond at $2,500. I think that's very reasonable under the circumstance. And just remind Mr. Judah to comply with the petition. You are not allowed to have any contact, directly or indirectly, with Bassam Smarat. No contact, directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from him at all times. It's where he lives, works, goes to school. You are not allowed to possess guns, weapons, or firearms while you're on release. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll explain to him what's going on. And that clears me at the main. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
You got a group here from Paul Ryan in North Broward now.
Okay, you want to bring them up just one at a time?
Yes, you ready?
Or I can call them out. How about
Okay.
Tina Getch?
Getch.
Getch.
Here she comes.
Hello, Miss Getch. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you, Judge Riley?
I'm just fine, Miss Getch. You've been charged with possessing a heroin municipal ordinance violation. I'm going to ROR count too, but let me ask, ma'am, my five probable cause, are there any priors on Miss Getch?
She's had a lot. I mean, just this year, she's had a lot of arrests. I lost track. It's just a lot.
Ma'am, do you have any money in the bank?
No.
Can you afford to bond yourself from jail?
Not right at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Good luck, Miss Getch, based on all your 10 arrests this year. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
May I see Brittany Knight? Brittany Knight. Yes. No, not ROR. $1,000.
There she go.
Hello, how are you, Miss Knight?
Okay.
You feeling all right today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Now, ma'am, you've been charged with possessing PVP. It's also known as Flocka. And the court finds probable cause. What is count one on Miss Knight?
I've been charged with who?
And what's the bond on that? $250 bond on count one. Miss Knight, you're charged with Flacca, possessing Flacca. And I'm going to find probable cause. Ma'am, do you have somebody to bond you out of the jail?
Yes, I do.
Who's going to bond you out today, ma'am?
I'll talk to you.
Coaching.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at $1,000. And I thank you very much, ma'am. Have a nice holiday.
Mental health screen, Judge.
What?
Mental health screen, med screen.
Okay. Anthea?
Bond posted.
Good. Bond's posted. Bonded. How about Tavori Herbert?
Herbert.
Herbert.
Coming.
Herbert.
Tavori Herbert, count 4, burglary of a dwelling, 7,500. Count 5, grand theft, 1,000. Thank you. How about Touche Facey?
Bond posted.
Bond is posted.
Bond is posted.
There you go. How about Blossom Samuels? Bonded.
Blossom Samuels.
Got it. Bond posted.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Who else do you have up there, North Broward?
We got Peter from Second Look.
Who's that?
Peter Zaggy for your Second Look page.
Peter Zaggy. Zaggy. State.
We've not yet filed information. He's entitled to release.
Thank you. You're going to be released on your own recognizance today, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got one more. Second Look.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Hold on,
Okay.
man. Hey, ma'am, tell us your name.
Juliet Jasinski.
Okay.
Juliet Jasinski?
I have it right here. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, state this is for grand theft. Is this second look or
It's
30 day? Is it?
it's been filed.
Hey, Mr. Jasinski, give us just a quick moment. How are you doing today, Mr. Jasinski?
I'm doing good, thank you so much, Your Honor.
That's good. Let's see here. How come nobody's bonded you out of the jail yet?
I didn't want anyone really to bond me out. I didn't ask anybody.
Would you like me to put you in any type
She can't bond out.
No?
She's being held on a VOP hold out of Dade.
Got it.
And an out-of-county hold for DUI
Okay.
and another DUI.
Got it, Mr. Jasinski. I'm going to look here on your, it says the state of Florida filed a formal charge on December 10th, 2015. And it is 1 count of grand theft. And I see it is signed and sworn to by Stacy Dorenza, State Attorney's Office. Let me ask the defense, do you have any issues with this?
No.
Okay, it's going to be denied, ma'am. Your motion to be released will be denied today. Everything stays the same. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
One more, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
You told us bring the ones you had for yesterday. On yesterday, you had Cunningham on your docket. You want to see him? So
Yeah.
we brought him over.
Cunningham?
Cunningham.
Gee whiz. I have no idea. What? You know what I did? Yeah, thank you, sir. You're going to be held without bond. We took care of it yesterday. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cunningham. Who else do you have?
That's oh, you got Johnson from North Broward.
Johnson?
Miguel. He not in there.
What's his name? Ryan Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where's Brian Johnson?
Brian Johnson.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Just fine, sir. Is this a 30-day?
An indication that this guy was under the... Was his behavior erratic? I mean, hold on 1 second. Johnson, hold on 1 second. Johnson's in ROR.
Johnson, you're going to be released on your own recognizance, all right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Okay. You too.
Nah. Jail. Jail.
Now. Okay, where is Denard McGill? Denard McGill.
So if he's a Yankee...
How you doing, Your Honor?
Hi, Mr. McGill.
How you doing?
Well, just hold on 1 moment.
Came on the scene first.
30-day or second one, 30-day?
It's an ROR. Yeah.
You're going to be released on your own recognizance, Mr. McGill. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
How about
Thank you.
Christopher Flores? Got it.
And what about when you got closer?
How about Alan Sanford? Alan Sanford?
Copy, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Sanford.
How you doing? See, to me, those
30-day
things
on
are the bigger
Sanford.
difference because, hold on 1 second. It's an ROR also because,
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, sir. Good luck. Have a nice holiday.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. How about Jacob Kroll?
Copy, Your Honor.
Okay, you're going to be released on your own recognizance, Mr. Kroll. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. What about Alan Bell?
From what?
Country, sir.
What about Alan Bell, Mr. Linder?
I'm ready in the country, sir.
Your Honor, they're all RORs. Yes.
You're going to be released on your own recognizance, Mr. Bell. Thank you.
If I.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's. Let me explain.
How about Pantalon Velez?
Come on, man.
Where's Pantalon?
Copy, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Yeah, for the last bus one?
Okay, you're here for trespassing, sir.
Correct.
Okay. And let me ask, how come you haven't bonded out yet?
I pleaded not guilty, because it wasn't really trespassing, so I wanted to fight the case.
Okay. All right. Let me just take a look here real quick. Okay. Yeah, but a $25 bond, how come no one in your family or friends have come to pay it so you could get out of jail?
I haven't wanted to contact anyone. I wanted to handle
they
it
told me they gave
directly with court and fight the system.
If you put up a bond of $25, you could still handle it. You just wouldn't stay in jail. You would get out of jail and you could come back to court and handle it.
Well, I didn't know. I just wanted to fight the system. That's all I know.
Let me just look at this. Lying down on a park bench under a gazebo. The defendant was using his backpack as a pillow with his sweatshirt
I will.
over his head.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, officer.
Okay.
No, I would not be. Would you be inclined to tell him to plead guilty? Why wouldn't you be? My point is, if you have a job to do, I have a job to do.
It's alleged that you were sleeping in the park, and there are rules against sleeping, in the park.
Correct. I was laying in the park waiting for the trolley, and he gave me a warning, but then arrested me. So.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have
Correct.
anywhere to go, outside of the jail? Do you have a family? Do you have a home? Do you have an apartment? Do you have anywhere to go?
Of course. Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. Tell me where that is.
Pembroke Pines,
Okay, what's your address?
15654 Southwest 15th Street.
Okay, just give me a quick moment. One 15654 South. Do you have an apartment there or a unit number?
No,
Who do you live there with?
my mom.
Okay, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. I'm going to let you leave the jail. They're going to send you notice in the mail to come back to court. And you're going to get that probably in the next couple of weeks or so. And then come back to court, and then you can have your day in court and have a trial if you'd like, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Okay, have a nice
Thank
holiday,
you.
sir.
Thank you, likewise.
Yes, sir. So, I think that's it. Am I correct? Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. That's a wrap for Thursday. It was a pretty busy Thursday, but we knocked it out. I appreciate the patience of everyone today and working hard. And what we'll do is we'll see everyone back here tomorrow morning at 8:30. We're wrapped up from 2:35. Thank you.